Here we go. Times are tough these days for many families, but there are ways that you can save money on food without even leaving your kitchen. Leslie Bazins joins us to talk about the city's Camp Waste Not campaign, and Julie and Lauren will show us how to upcycle some food items. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. All right, so tell us a little bit more about this Camp Waste Not campaign.
Yeah, I would love to. So Camp Waste Not is a food waste reduction campaign that's designed to help people save money by reducing food waste in their kitchen and just making the most of the food that they have on hand. Okay. And it's a partnership between different organizations. So there is WRAP Americas, which is a big environmental NGO. Our friends are at We Don't Waste, Denver Department of Public Health and Environment, Denver Public School Sustainability, and then last but not least, Sprout Supermarkets.
Yeah, it's a big partnership, and it really is shocking how much food waste there is. It breaks my heart. It really does. So we've heard of upcycling when it comes to craft projects or clothing, but not for food. So what should we be thinking about when it comes to upcycling in the kitchen?
Yeah, so there's lots we could do in our own kitchens to reduce our food waste. 40% of food gets wasted. A lot of that's from our households. So utilizing ends and stems, which we'll talk about today. Also utilizing older food to make new food. So stale bread to make breadcrumbs, brown bananas to make banana bread, things like that would be upcycling food.
She said ends and stems. I like it. So you brought an example of ways to upcycle food. So what do you have here?
Yeah. So we have a broccoli stem and cauliflower core coleslaw. So it uses the broccoli stems, the cauliflower core, bruised green apples, anything that typically you would throw away but is still totally safe to eat. We wanted to make a slaw out of that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, so is this the stem of the broccoli?
Yeah, so the stalk is thrown away a lot. You can just prep it how you'd prepare the tops of broccoli, but this was a creative way for us to utilize a lot of different stalks. Also, we're just highlighting you don't have to peel your carrots before you put them in this dish. Also potatoes, same thing. We're talking about like not throwing away sprouted potatoes. A little sprout like that doesn't mean it's not safe.
Right.
Just chop a little sprout off. Yes. You can eat the peel. There's lots of fiber in the peel. So yeah, but today we're chopping up broccoli stalks and putting it into a coleslaw to make it really yummy.
I so am guilty of throwing the stalk away just because my kids don't like it and it's easy, but I don't ever think about other ways to make like the slaw. And like you said, bruised bananas, banana bread. I mean, there's a lot of ways to upcycle.
Totally. You can even like blend it into a pesto, and we've done that with carrot tops as well. So those edible green tops often get thrown away. Yeah. But really like any leftover greens, you can blend up into a sauce if you're not wanting to make a coleslaw.
That is so great. And 40% of food waste, that's a high number.
And most of that food ends up in the landfill where it rots and emits a harmful greenhouse gas called methane that accelerates climate change. So really bad for our planet and the people on it. So whatever we can do in our own homes to not only help our planet, but also, help our wallet and save some money in the process.
Especially these days. Oh man, it is rough. All right, where can people learn more about the campaign?
So people can go to campwastenot.com. They can learn about the campaign. There is a survey they can take that we encourage them to take. They can be entered into a sweepstake and earn some money if they do that. And then if they're so inclined and want to know even more about food waste, they can go to DDPHE's website. So that's denvergov.org/savethefood. And there's additional resources.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.